Oh my gosh, I worked so hard.
We'll see King Charles do this because I don't think that he likes the fact that he's been accused of racism towards his grandchildren.
Wanting to exploit their royal titles, I think it stinks. And I think what King Charles should do, he should just strip them of the titles.
The only thing HRH stands for in association with Meghan Markle is her ruthless homewrecker.
Meghan Markle, she may have stepped down from royal duties more than 5 years ago, but she keeps taking aim at the monarchy. The Duchess of Sussex has made reportedly at least half a dozen swipes at the royal family this year, and it's only June.
She spreads her legs, she hikes her dress, circles her genital.
Tyler Perry once bailed Meghan Markle out of royal exile. Now he's reportedly cutting ties, while millions in secret development costs hang in the air. What really happened to the Meghan Markle biopic Tyler Perry quietly greenlit? Why has the project vanished? And how do Meghan's growing debts and Perry's empire crisis intertwine in ways no one expected?
Her new company, the very first thing she said was, look, when I had the TIG, which was her previous lifestyle website, I loved cooking and I loved gardening and being a hostess, and that she basically said I had to keep my light under a bushel at this time because of the royal family. Then we get her show, her Netflix show.
Yeah, Anne-Marie, you're right. This is to do with the Royal Foundation. This is like an umbrella organisation where last February, we saw the first annual meeting. It was dubbed the Fab Four because for the first time we had Harry and Meghan on stage, Kate and William on stage.
If you were Tyler Perry, would you invest millions in Meghan's Hollywood comeback or cut your losses? Comment back it or dump it below. Let's see where the public stands. Imagine a royal biopic so secretive, not even Hollywood gossip picked it up. Sources suggest Tyler Perry quietly greenlit a Meghan Markle project, possibly a film or limited series behind closed doors. No press releases, no teasers.
Her creativity being stunted. She says that when, she first, and, as a result of the royal family, she says that when she became a mum, she would have thought that she'd be able to have a baby on her hip and give speeches, but then, the whole drama and the pain and everything that was caused by being part of the royal family.
Before we even get to the main event.
When the stakes are this high, doesn't it make more sense to hear our story from us?
Oh, shut up. What do you mean the stakes are this high? Who do you think you are? Other than a latte-munching imbecile.
Just quiet drafts and private meetings. Why the secrecy? Some say Perry wanted full narrative control. Others claim it was to shield the project from early backlash. Either way, something was brewing until it wasn't. In Tinseltown, silence doesn't mean stillness. It signals high stakes. One interview shattered royal protocol and sparked a secret power play.
About an hour-long cab ride, never seen as grandchildren. This show is packed with the kind of spurious claims and hypocrisy that have become the Sussex signature. We learned they began making videos about their heroic journey 6 months before their Netflix deal was even announced, and right at the start of a pandemic that was...
Through Oprah's bombshell sit-down with Meghan and Harry in 2021, Tyler Perry stepped in as more than just a friend. Insiders claim he saw storytelling potential and possibly dollar signs. Behind the scenes, Perry allegedly floated the idea of dramatizing Meghan's escape from the monarchy. Not just for sympathy, but for legacy. But power triangles are risky.
Well, good evening from London. Welcome to Piers Morgan Uncensored. Today, Harry and Meghan torch what little was left of their relationship with the royal family and what little was left, frankly, of their own reputations. Last week was mostly sick.
Even Oprah's golden touch couldn't protect everyone. When billionaires team up, the fallout hits harder. What happens when the palace glamour fades, but the bills don't? Despite living in a $14 million Montecito estate, Meghan and Harry are reportedly facing steep financial pressure. Their $100 million Netflix deal has stalled, podcast contracts collapsed, and brand adventures underperformed.
Old revelations with a new twist. As it turns out, we've apparently been wrong all along. Britain is a nasty, racist hellhole where only magnificent Meghan stood up to all this. And
There's a real delight in being able to be a present parent. And it's a luxury sometimes because we all have to work. We all have a lot of stuff to do. But when you can take a minute to just...
Saturday morning.
According to insiders, Perry's advisors flagged the couple as too volatile, with rising debt and weak ROI. Opulence can't cover red ink. In Hollywood, liquidity matters more than legacy. Even moguls have breaking points, and Tyler Perry may have hit his. His massive $800 million studio expansion outside Atlanta, once a crowning achievement, is now rumored to be overextended. Combined with stalled box office returns and streaming chaos, Perry's finances are reportedly tightened. And when budgets get squeezed, risky partners are the first to go. Meghan's stalled brand became an easy cut. Every empire has its fiscal limits. Picture this: a secret writing team crafting Meghan's story before a deal was even signed. Industry whispers suggest ghostwriters began outlining a dramatized series about Meghan's post-royal life. But before the ink dried on any production contract, Perry reportedly pulled the plug. That means tens, maybe hundreds of thousands spent on development now collecting dust. Development hell starts with optimism and ends in silence. Before Perry got cold feet, Netflix allegedly ran first. The streaming giant axed Meghan's animated series Pearl, citing budget constraints. But insiders claim the real reason was deeper: audience fatigue and poor internal data. Without Netflix to distribute, Perry's proposed biopic lost its biggest lifeline. No streamer, no greenlight. In today's Hollywood, distribution trumps creativity every time. What if the biggest issue wasn't the story, but the ending? Meghan's real-time reputation swings wildly, admired one week, criticized the next. Perry's development team reportedly struggled to script a cohesive third act. There was no resolution, no transformation, just ongoing controversy. In the end, no studio wanted a narrative with no payoff. Audiences crave closure. Executives demand it. Where's the line between nonprofit and self-promotion? Financial analysts have long questioned how Meghan and Harry's Archewell Foundation operates. Some allege blurred lines between charity funds and content development expenses, including internal media teams. Perry's camp, known for tight books, reportedly asked for clarity and didn't like the answers. Transparency isn't optional when big money's involved. If the numbers don't make sense, the deals fall apart. Sometimes the pitch kills the project. Insiders say Meghan personally pushed a glossy, idealized version of her story internally dubbed Princess Hollywood. Think luxury, struggle, empowerment, but sanitized. Early feedback was brutal. One exec allegedly called it a prestige Lifetime movie with no stakes. Perry's team advised a tone pivot. Meghan refused. When ego meets feedback, only one survives. Why didn't this story leak until now? Because Tyler Perry planned for failure. Sources say he included a quiet termination clause in the informal agreement, allowing him to walk before pre-production began. That clause was activated behind closed doors, quietly shelving the entire project. No press releases. No drama. Just business. Real moguls build trapdoors into every deal. If Meghan's biopic had hit screens, would you have streamed it or skipped it? Drop a fire if you think it would have worked, or a snowflake if it was doomed from the start. And don't forget, subscribing keeps you ahead of the stories they don't want told. Turning your life into a movie sounds empowering until the lawyers show up. Legal teams reportedly warned Perry's camp that dramatizing Meghan's royal exit could trigger lawsuits from the palace, former staffers, or even tabloids. Sir Harry's memoir already stirred legal drama. Another high-profile media release looked reckless. One wrong frame could cost millions. A compelling story isn't worth a courtroom battle. Remember when Meghan was the symbol of modern royalty? That era's gone. Her Q score, a Hollywood metric of public likability, has reportedly nosedived. And Perry, known for reading audience energy, took note. Analysters' fall from grace makes studio execs sweat. One source summed it up bluntly: she's not sellable right now. Perception drives platform, and hers was vanishing. Even Oprah couldn't outrun the blowback. Though her Meghan interview pulled historic ratings, every follow-up collaboration underperformed. Her book club tins, docuseries pitches, and rumored second sit-down? All fizzled. Perry reportedly took it as a red flag. If Oprah couldn't sustain the momentum, who could? When Oprah steps away, others scatter. Hollywood doesn't chase past hits, it runs from future flops. Through Perry's quiet withdrawal, Meghan allegedly went shopping. She pitched her biopic to other platforms, Amazon, Apple, even Paramount+. The response? Radio silence. One insider said buyers didn't just pass, they ghosted immediately. Without Perry's name attached, the project lost its legitimacy. In this town, credibility walks into the room before you do. No one's using the word blacklist, but the pattern's undeniable. Multiple insiders say Meghan's name has become low priority in development circles. Agents don't push her. Executives don't ask. Projects with her attached die quietly. And it all reportedly began after Perry exited. His silent departure sent an even louder signal. When Hollywood stops calling, the silence is strategic. Tyler Perry can recover lost money, but not lost trust. He opened his home, his platform, and his reputation to Meghan. But when deals stalled, returns vanished, and backlash mounted, he reportedly saw no benefit in staying. This wasn't just a business call. It was reputational self-defense. In Hollywood, trust is the real currency. Lose that, and no deal survives. As the public mood soured, media outlets flipped their scripts. Suddenly, stories celebrated Kate over Meghan, praised royal tradition, and labeled Meghan's moves as calculated. Perry, who built a career on moral clarity, reportedly grew uncomfortable. Backing her now meant choosing sides and risking his audience. He chose safety over scandal. Brand risk is the new budget constraint. Could this project rise from the ashes? Maybe, but under Perry's terms. Experts say if Meghan regains public favor or pivots toward a more grounded narrative, Perry could reconsider. But not without a new script, new team, and new tone. Until then, the project stays locked in his vault. In Hollywood, stories don't die, they wait for timing. The Meghan Markle biopic may never get made, but its implosion reveals everything about celebrity capital, reputation debt, and the invisible forces driving Hollywood's billion-dollar decisions. And next, we'll uncover why Netflix may have already erased Meghan from its future slate completely.